For over a decade, business authors and coaches Mary Erlane and Meredith Bromfield have been writing together about managing different generations at work. Now, they're writing their next book about the newest generation to join the workplace and how to help them excel.
So when I look at 2020, just from a business perspective, and I look at the experience, what I've seen the generations come about, I've seen this great divide, this, depending on what state you lived in, outright isolation. And we're trying to put it back together, but we're struggling.
True, and it's interesting because I have a dual perspective. One, I lived part of that pandemic in the 2020 in Colorado, and then I moved to Missouri. So I've had an interesting, because the demographics on both of those regions are very, very different. But there were certain things that generational, and my heart came out because of the generation, the youngest generation that has hit the workforce and had such, I call it a chasm, because it was like they were just starting to get acclimated into what it meant to be in the workforce, and the next thing you know, it's a shutdown. And it's something that no one's ever experienced before. It's not like I can go back and pull some memory out of when I was a kid or, my parents or something. It's brand new. And it's just the isolation, the shifting of the young people, the suicide, that just all of that is just, the way I always looked at it and the way I've always thought about it is that this generation, the Zoomers, it's like we took them, because of this 2020, threw them in a boat, threw them in the middle of the ocean and said, you know what, you guys figure it out. You navigate it. We're not giving you any direction. We're not going to give you any help. And by the way, there's sharks in the water and there's icebergs that'll probably destroy your boat and you're going to end up at the bottom of the ocean. But you know what? You go for it.
That's true. That's absolutely, I couldn't say it any better.
Do you want to learn more about helping your multi-generational organization excel? Visit Peak Development Strategies website today.